For every step forward JiWon takes, something sets her a step backward. In the preview for episode 8, Min-Hwan can be seen asking her to marry him, trying to reinitiate the vicious fate that took her life in the future. What's more, Ji-Hyeok wants to be JiWon's solid ground. Marry My Husband is a drama most viewers look forward to on Mondays and Tuesdays. We all want to see how JiWon will succeed in making her sly frenemy marry her husband, thereby taking her fate with her. The recently concluded episode 7 was about our leads finding their way around each other, after finding out that they are both from the future. JiWon has made peace with her current situation, as she knows that if she succeeds in getting Soo-min to marry Min-Hwan, she'll be able to avert her tragic fate. However, Ji-Hyeok is still coming to terms with finding out that their fate is inevitable unless someone else takes it. He couldn't bring himself to tell JiWon that he also died in the future, hence why he's living his second life. As expected, this is all JiWon's father's doing. As he couldn't protect his daughter from her evil husband and friend, he sent her back in time to right what went wrong. However, to help her achieve this aim, he also sent Ji-Hyeok back in time. Ji-Hyeok's pain over what could have been and losing JiWon must have gotten through to him. If you noticed, he asked him what he'd do differently this time. Ji-Hyeok seems to be initially repeating the same mistakes of the past, by thinking that Eun-ho would be better for JiWon. By not pursuing his interest in her just as he didn't in the past, missing many opportunities. However, he finally came to his senses in the end. I had thought that his grandfather would be a hurdle they'd have to overcome, but he finally caved after seeing his grandson exhibit uncharacteristic behavior. What's more, JiWon's shares are yielding good interest. But the sly Soo-min is unto her. After finding out about JiWon's shares, Soo-min also bought some for herself. This shows that things aren't as clear-cut as we'd think. Min-Hwan lost his shares, while Soo-min gained some. And from the preview, it looks like Min-Hwan is about to lose some more. This is going to delight JiWon exceedingly. However, this could come back to bite her, as Min-Hwan can be seen proposing marriage to her in the preview for episode 8. JiWon succeeded in getting Kyung kicked out, only for him to be replaced by Suk-jun. This shows that her fate is not completely in her hands, she can only influence it to an extent. Instead of the project going back to her as the initiator, it was given to Juran to lead. What's more, Min-Hwan was also added to the project with Soo-min. This was Ji-Hyeok's last resort, as he's now aware that JiWon wants to get Soo-min to marry Min-Hwan. From the preview, it looks like this will work, as Soo-min and Min-Hwan can be seen making out in the office. However, I'm as concerned as Ji-Hyeok about his fate. JiWon might be able to change her fate by getting these two cheats to get married, but how can Ji-Hyeok avert his death by accident? Like JiWon said, death for a death. Who will die in his place? However, I think if they're able to avert JiWon's fate, they will be able to avert his. As they are somewhat interwoven. He lied to JiWon about his death, because he believed he would still die in 10 years. This made him lose his way a bit in the recently concluded episode. Have I mentioned that the bubbling Hee-yeon met Eun-ho in the recently concluded episode? This is bound to be the first of many. Eun-ho now works close to the company, so JiWon and Hee-yeon are bound to see a lot of him. Ji-Hyeok thought he could leave JiWon with Eun-ho, but he finally drew the line after seeing Eun-ho give JiWon a bouquet. A jealous Ji-Hyeok spells trouble. As I mentioned earlier, Kyung-wook was replaced by Chairman Yu's right-hand man, Suk-jun. Why do I feel that something will bloom between him and Juran? They worked together in the past, and there seems to be a story here. What's more, it looks like Juran is currently living through hell, similar to the one JiWon lived in the future. What's more, it looks like the much-awaited fight between JiWon and Soo-min will happen in the next episode. Soo-min finally disclosed her modus operandi to JiWon in the recently concluded episode. She uses people to get what she wants. This worked for her in the future and seems to be working for her currently. She's charming her way into Min-Hwan's heart. The oblivious Min-Hwan has already started to subconsciously date her. So typical of him to use the same method he used on JiWon to woo her. JiWon couldn't be happier with this turn of events. However, she tried to keep Ji-Hyeok at arm's length, almost risking her safety. Who knew Ji-Hyeok could lose his cool like this? I held my breath, thinking that he would kiss her after such an emotional outburst. But he understood her drive and could only protect and support her. The episode ended with him asking to be her solid ground. This was so heartwarming, as JiWon felt unstable after the death of her father. This is bound to touch her heart to a great extent. In the preview, they can be seen back at Ji-Hyeok's apartment. They will make a cute couple with the mysterious cat. You'd think that JiWon's plans to get Soo-min to marry her husband were well underway, as Min-Hwan and Soo-min can be seen finally making out in the preview. However, it looks like JiWon miscalculated with the TKU move. She encouraged Min-Hwan to hold the shares, and from the preview, it looks like it will tank. This will make the inconceivable Min-Hwan think of leeching onto her by proposing marriage. He's too selfish to allow his fling with Soo-min to come between his meal tickets. He can be heard telling Soo-min that he would have fallen for her if they had more time. The sly Soo-min is not going to take this easily. She can be heard saying that she won't let them get married. She can also be seen pulling all the plugs to get to Min-Hwan. What's more, JiWon can be seen hurt that she hadn't been wrong by these two sneaky natures. Good thing that Ji-Hyeok will be there to help her through it. He can also be heard telling JiWon that Min-Hwan won't give up on marrying her. This is because of Min-Hwan's desperation after losing the money he invested in TKU. What's more, he even took out a private loan. JiWon is on a roll, and from the smile on her face, it looks like she has another trick on her sleeves on how to avoid marrying Mi-Hyeok. Who else can hardly wait for JiWon and Ji-Hyeok to become a couple? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. If you liked this content, give it a like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell for all things wonderfully K-drama. Thanks for watching, bye.